Hello and welcome to Bottom 5, where we take a subjective look at the bottom 5 worsts of all time. In today's episode, we've compiled a collection of the 5 worst US presidents in history. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Number 5. George W. Bush. George W. Bush served as the President of the United States of America from 2001 to 2009. Popular opinion qualifies George W. Bush as one of the most inarticulate, incompetent presidents of all time. And given the former president's tendency to put his foot in his mouth, Bottom 5 agrees. Here are a few Bush-isms collected over his term.
We got an issue in America. Too many good docs are getting out of business. Too many OBGYNs aren't able to practice their love with women all across this country. I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully. There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. You fool me, we can't get fooled again.
Number 4. Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon was the President of the United States from 1968 to 1974. Nixon makes our list due to his involvement in the Watergate scandal. In 1972, during his re-election campaign, burglars, which were later found to be connected to Nixon and his re-election committee, broke into the Democratic National Committee's Watergate headquarters and stole top-secret documents and bugged the office's phone. However, the microphone in the tapped phones failed. To fix this, a group of 5 re-entered the Watergate building to replace the broken microphones. However, this time the perpetrators were caught red-handed. At the time, Nixon denied any connection with the break-ins, but later an undeniable amount of evidence surfaced which clearly connected Nixon with the Watergate break-ins. Seeing the writing on the wall, Nixon was forced to resign from office. Number 3. Andrew Johnson. Johnson was Abraham Lincoln's vice president, which following Lincoln's assassination became president in 1865. It is said that Johnson actually came to his vice presidential inauguration completely inebriated. During his speech, he was slurred and semi-incoherent, which led to rumors that he was actually an alcoholic, although he was not. Johnson attempted a Reconstruction plan following the Civil War, which Congress was not buying. They felt it was too lenient to ex-Confederates. Johnson continued efforts to gain support for his Reconstruction plan, but in 1868, the House of Representatives voted to impeach Johnson. However, that year, the Senate acquitted Johnson of the charges by only 1 vote. Number 2. Bill Clinton. The only other president to be impeached is none other than Bill Clinton, and for good reason. Clinton became president in 1993, and his major downfall was he couldn't keep it in his pants. In 1994, Paula Jones initiated a sexual harassment lawsuit against Clinton for unwanted sexual advances towards her in 1991. The case was soon dismissed because the accusations alone lacked objective evidence. Furthermore, Clinton had other alleged wanted and unwanted sexual encounters, although not all definitively proven, with Kathleen Willey, Juanita Braderick, Elizabeth Grayson, and most infamously, Monica Lewinsky. In the case of Monica Lewinsky, Lewinsky claimed that she had 9 sexual encounters with President Clinton from 1995 to 1997. Clinton denied any claims of sexual relations with Lewinsky, but the evidential surfacing of Lewinsky's blue dress with Clinton's fluids ultimately nailed him. This led to Clinton's impeachment in 1998. However, it may be noted that he was acquitted by the Senate in 1999 and completed his presidential term. Number 1. James Buchanan. James Buchanan Jr. was elected into office as the 15th president from 1857 to 1861. His presidency came at a pivotal point in history in which the tensions between the North and South were at an all-time high due to their opposing stances on slavery. Not only did Buchanan not attempt to unite the North and South, but caused a further divide by endorsing the view that residents of each territory should decide whether or not to allow slavery. So in a sense, Buchanan pretty much set the table for the Civil War. Buchanan was pro-slavery, and some historians believe that Buchanan actually played a hand in the Dred Scott ruling, which denied African American citizenship and ruled that the federal government could not outlaw slavery. Furthermore, Buchanan was the only president who never married. The fact that Buchanan couldn't use his presidential status to get a partner really says something about the kind of person he probably was. Those are our bottom 5 worst presidents of all time. If you agree or disagree with our list, let us know in the comments section below. Also, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you can stay in the loop. Until next time, Bottom 5 out.